for next week. And finally tonight, and I mean that, a regular on the show, a former amateur boxer, a former British Boxing Board of Control licence holder, an author, star of TV and big screen, and now a player on the other boxing circuit. Let's look at it that way. It's Dominic Negus, with an up-to-date on his fights at the moment, his life, and his own particular, rather good autobiography. Dominic, sorry for keeping you waiting, mate.
That's all right, Steve. How are you, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm a bit stressed here tonight because I've had I had like 2 guests in the first half hour and about 7 in the second, but that's okay. You're a pal. Dominic, first of all, mate, your book still doing decent business. 'Cause it was a good autobiography, you know. Not just saying that because you're on the show. It was a good one.
I appreciate it, Steve. Yeah, it was a bit different. Trying to be honest, made quite a few mistakes in my life. Just trying to put things right now. Obviously, it's not as easy as it seems, but I think it's doing all right. Yeah, it's doing all right. You know, otherwise people still using it as toilet roll. You know?
No, listen. It's at the top of all the. There's a lot of rubbish comes out. Dom, now you're boxing next week on what you don't call it the unlicensed circuit. Some people do. I just call it the other mob. Your boxing is next Friday up in Manchester, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big. Do you know what? It's one of the biggest fights on the unlicensed circuit since Roy Shaw and Lenny McLean.
So that's 30 odd years ago.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he's a fella called Crispy Bacon.
Yeah, Crispy Bacon. Yeah, it's good.
But the boy can fight. The boy can fight. It's going to be interesting. You know what I mean? It's going to be very explosive.
And that's his area. He's a man. He's not from Manchester. He's from overseas, but he's lived in Manchester for 25 years. Yeah. He's got all the doors and loads of clubs there, so it's a proper face.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And listen, do you know what? It's one of them fellas. I've got to say, we've both got a lot of respect for each other, and it's going to be a great fight. You know what I mean? It's going to be a fighter's fight. You know what I mean? It's once the bell rings, I think best laid plans to mice and men, ain't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be there having a little look at that. And I might get you on the week after, because...
Yeah, great, mate, great, yeah.
I know the period. So where is it in Manchester, in case there's British fans of it?
Yeah, it's the Embassy, it's a big nightclub up there.
Yeah, I know it well.
Sorry, it's the Ritz. Sorry, the Ritz.
So it's at the Ritz in Manchester next Friday night, the night before David Hay defends his world title.
Don't worry about that fight. This is a fight. It's got to be a fight, mate.
There's a lot of boxing people going up, that's what I mean. And also...
Sorry, I know, like Ricky Hatton and all them, like they said they're all going to come, you know. And they said make a change of them to see me fighting in the ring instead of in the crowd.
Listen, Dom, sorry for keeping you waiting. I'm glad your book's doing business. I'll see you next Friday night at the Ritzy. Dominic Negus there fights on the unlicensed circuit, but he's a gentleman and a scholar. He's fighting Crispy Bacon next week. Now, just to let